Good afternoon. The main man is here. Not true. Thank you. Not true, says Karan. But it's a wonderful, wonderful response. I can see a lot of fans in the audience and people who are just curious to know about the book, which is and
talking also, I could see him, things coming back, and it was actually very intense. And I think after the end of every long session we used to do, I think he used to feel quite drained and quite tired because it was quite emotional, I think, the whole experience of reliving moments of his life. And I think you have to push a little. You have to sometimes, hit at a raw nerve, maybe. You have to go there and you want to be as gentle as you can. But you have to do that, and all credit to him that he never sort of brushed anything away. He didn't say, oh, I don't want to talk about this. He was completely open and very, very frank. So I think it was those very intense, long sessions where he just spoke.
So which was the rawest nerve? Which was the most difficult part, the sharing of which aspect of your life?
I'd like to say that it was amazing to do these sessions with Poonam. Poonam is somebody I've known for various years, and there are very few members of the media that you kind of strike a rapport with, and then that builds into a relationship. And I think Poonam and I have known each other. As soon as Shobha told me it was going to be Poonam, I was ecstatic because I felt that there was a sense of trust almost from the history we've shared. And she's right, the sessions that we spoke at 2 hours long each were really intense and were more like therapy. Like, I'm not in therapy at all, maybe I should have been a couple of years ago, but it's something that I felt like Poonam became like my unofficial therapist. Because when you talk about your childhood, your problems, your trials, your tribulations, you do touch many raw nerves, because we've all been through, like, it's very easy for the outside for people to think you've had a very cushy, nepotistic existence. My father was a filmmaker, I'm a filmmaker, what struggle could there have been? But there are personal struggles, there are struggles about you as a human being, there are struggles, there's so much conjecture about you as a person, your sexuality, your orientation, there is so much said around you that, sometimes it kind of becomes, either you go out externally and kind of express yourself, or you go internal. And I think I was somebody who kind of internalized a lot of my fears, my insecurities and complexes. And it takes a book sometimes to make you realize who you really are. And I encourage most people in the public face to actually experiment with actually putting out a book, even if no one really wants to read it, because it's a really